What's up, y'all? This OG Weasel Urban Conversion, and I'm back again with another. Last couple days, I've been thinking about something. When I was in federal prison, I done 20 years on a 30-year federal prison sentence. Obama let me out, right? And I tell stories about my journey. I tell stories about my journey of doing 20 years in federal prison and the things that I've seen, and talk about it firsthand. This topic is something. It's a lot of things to talk about being in federal prison, especially for 20 years. Even for 5 years, 3 years, because it's a fast-paced environment, but it's calm at times. But when it's erupt, it can get out of hand. But I wanted to tell y'all something about St. Louis. St. Louis, and I'm gonna tell y'all about people. Let me tell you about what people are attracted to. People are attracted to violence, mayhem, and chaos. That's what they're attracted to, right? And I've seen it firsthand. Even though when you in the whirlwind and you living in certain cities that got high crime rates, high murders, like DC, Baltimore, Chicago, Minnesota, St. Louis, Milwaukee, you dealing with a high crime rate, especially in the black communities, right? Because we the ones that we hate each other, you know. So with that, it's easy to inflict harm. It's easy to inflict harm and pain on a person that look just like you, right? So through my analyzation, being in prison, right, we had this newspaper. We got the St. Louis Post, and we had this newspaper called the St. Louis World. Now, the St. Louis World kept you abreast of all the inner city nonsense. St. Louis World kept you with all the inner city chaos, the rape, the robberies, the murders, the court cases, the catching cases, all the negative things in the inner city that you can read about, hear about, talk about. The child molesters. And that was one thing in that world that stuck out to me every time I seen it. The child molesters. The dudes that was fucking with the girlfriend kids and shit. That's what I used to see, and that was stuck out the most every time, because I don't know if I had a fucking bro and it just brought my awareness up, like these dudes really doing this diabolical ass shit, man. And bro, that did never sit well with me reading that world, man. So I always, even when I left and went to prison, I was scared for my daughters, man, because the mothers go get different boyfriends and stuff like that after you gone. Bro, that was my biggest fear, that they would bring somebody in that would do crazy shit to my daughters, or even sons as well. But man, that was stuck out and highlighted. But getting to the point, right? We had this newsletter, and guys that would have the subscription sent to them. Back then, people could just mail it in straight to you. You know what I'm saying? So we would get the one of the homeboys and shit. Few of the homeboys would get the St. Louis World subscription, and it come to them. It ain't nothing but negativity, nonsense, chaotic murder, mayhem in this newsletter, and it's about this thin. I'm talking about very thin. Top to bottom, front to back, nothing but robberies, murders, kidnapping, every negative thing. Everything that keep the murder rate up in Missouri, St. Louis. Anything that's talked about negatively is in the St. Louis world. And once guys got this, like dudes that have, like the St. Louis dude might have a Detroit celly or a Chicago celly or somebody from the different parts of the Boot Hill or something like that. And they always let them read it. This St. Louis world was so famous in the federal prison system. Now hit a comment if you from anywhere in the world, and if you read, and if you ever been in prison, state prison, federal prison, with a St. Louis person. And they had the world. Everybody was so attracted to that world from every walk of life. Jamaicans, DC, Baltimore, California, New York, any high crime rate state dudes were from, they always wanted to read the world. Hey bro, your homie said I can get that after you. All you heard every day when the newspapers came in, hey bro, let me get that word out to you. Hey man, hey y'all, you know what the homies telling them? You know what the homies telling them? Man, the homies gotta read them first, man. You know what I'm saying? We got a real fan base about the St. Louis world in federal prison. And if y'all ever stumble up on this and y'all been in federal prison, no matter where y'all was at, if y'all was around somebody from St. Louis and y'all did some real time and y'all know about the St. Louis world, man, y'all hit the like button for me. Y'all hit the comments for me. St. Louis was making the capital, #1 capital of the murder rate. You know what I'm saying? Dudes was actually keeping up with that type of activity in federal prison. Like, oh, we made the murder rate. We made the #1 murder rate. And I was like, damn, this is the mindset? Then it's all the people that look just like you. So the St. Louis world, man, the St. Louis world is famous in the federal prison. If y'all know about the world, whether you from Baltimore, New York, California, y'all hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? And tell me some of the stuff. If y'all ever read it, or if y'all ever read it, whatever, y'all let me know, man. Hit the like button. St. Louis World was the best newspaper in the federal system, hands down. St. Louis World newsletter was the best newspaper that you can get in the federal prison system, hands down. Nobody could beat us on that. This OG Weasel Urban Conversion. This OG Weasel. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned. I got some more things in store for y'all. Let me get on out of here. It's been one. Peace.